So here I am as a small reminder, you know, social media is something else, isn't it? You can filter and smile and make everything look great, but you can also have your off days. And I don't think enough people talk about it. So I wanted to hop on, wanted to share with you guys, you know, those of you that have been around me know that there's been significant heartbreak over the last couple years, and then recently more heartbreak. Um, it's interesting because you can do your hair, you can do your makeup, you can work really hard, you can have it all together, you can make sure that your kiddos are smiling and laughing, and that laundry is done, and that your house is clean, and all of these things, but it doesn't stop the hurt inside of your heart, if you know what I mean. And so um, yesterday actually, what I did was I decided to just really plan the next 2 weeks out, block time. It's something I used to do back in the day when I was like super high productive. And just decided I need to get back to some basics. So I time blocked, counted all my time for the next 2 weeks to see if that will help me. And today I've delivered 100% of what I said I knew I needed to get done and wanted to get done, which is great. And we still have a little bit longer in the day, but so far I'm at 100%. But through that, I went to the gym this morning, and on my way to the gym, I cried. And when I got out of the gym, I cried. I got to the carpool line for Baker today a little bit early. I cried. But I guess the lesson here is this. Yes, I cried. And yes, the truth of the matter is I'm heartbroken, really heartbroken. That's not easy for someone to admit, especially someone that is supposed to be strong, right? And many people see me as strong and independent and all of these things through social media and through day-to-day living. But I also try to hold myself to that standard of not letting anything affect me and just keep going and keep being strong and chugging along and moving forward. And the last few days have quite honestly just knocked me on my butt, in that I've had to accept and admit to myself, I'm heartbroken, really heartbroken, and I'm really sad. And my mind spins a little bit. I am missing answers that I didn't get. There's a certain level of feeling, I don't know. Do you ever feel like kind of disgusted with yourself? Like you look from an outside perspective and you think, God, you're being really pathetic, really, really pathetic, and you need to stop. Yeah, I've had those moments the last few days where just, this is ridiculous. Why do you care so much? You should just let go and not care the way you're not being cared for either. Like, be the same. I've had small moments where I'm like, okay, fine. I'm just going to be like a tough person and not care about anybody anymore. I had a little bit of that today, but the truth of the matter is I just care and I'm loyal. And I know, when you take the sadness away, at the end of the day, I look back on my life and I look at who I am as a person. And I'm here to remind you if you're this person too. And if you're watching this, chances are you can relate. So you're probably a person like me. But our loyalty, we will stick around forever. Like we will just stay. We're loyal. And even at the expense of your heart, right? Even at the expense of your dignity and your, there's a level of human decency, I guess, that should be reciprocated. And I'm in this place right now where it's not necessarily being reciprocated. And that's tough for me because that's not who I am. But I'm also having to learn the hard way what love really is and what it's not. And I'm having to learn the hard way that everyone says things, but some people actually make promises and some people just talk. There's a difference. And I've learned a good lesson through this is I've learned that I'm actually somebody that gives a promise, and my promise means something. I don't just say it, I'll promise it, and I carry it to a fault, right? So, I don't know. I just wanted to share that in case you guys are in a season, any of you, even if this helps one person out there today, I'm good enough that I'm glad I have publicly said that I have been crying a few times today. Then it would make it all worthwhile. Because I think it's really important. I think it's important to just really understand that yes, as adults, we have to provide and we have to carry on and we have to keep going. But I think there's this human level of us that we're allowed to be human, and we're called to be human, and we're called to care, and we're called to love, and we're called to hurt, and we're called to learn, and even regret. You know, there's I think that sometimes things happen, and then, you know, at the moment it might make sense, and then later down the road you regret it, and you're like, God, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that in hindsight. Like, so with that said, I'm gonna get back to work. I've got the boys here. They are one is in the bathroom and one is winding down in the living room. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.